Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Mr. Stenborg and I leave for our homes in Sweden. And while in a few months I must start again on another tour, Thomas has decided to settle down at home and to give to young artists the benefit of his wisdom and his genius. New York has always been kind to us, and so I'm glad that New York is the scene of my last concert with a man who for many years has been for me more than an accompanist, a man whom I'm proud to claim as a friend and a teacher, and whose loss I'm sure you'll regret as keenly as I do. Thomas Stenborg.
Did you ever see an impresario cry?
I never did, Mr. Muller.
Well, watch me.
Well, Thomas, here we are, home.
Yes, home. Reporters are waiting in your cabin, Holger. Get ready for the cameras.
Come on, Thomas, let's stand on our heads for the press.
Step lively, step lively.
Where, Mommy? Where is he?
Oh, look, Margaret, here it is. There he is, darling.
Daddy, I remember him.
My baby, my little Anne-Marie. Hello, darling.
Welcome home, Holger. Welcome home.
Hello, Greta, darling.
Hello, Greta. How are you?
Thomas,
It's wonderful to see.
Dad.
Good heavens, it's Eric. Oh, I didn't recognize you. Well, I can't kiss you anymore. What do we do? How do you do?
It's good to have you home.
Well, thanks very much, old boy. It's good to be home. Hello, Emma.
Emma, here's our wanderer.
Well, you've taken wonderful care of them, Emma.
It's good to have you back, sir.
Thank you. Well, hello. Who's this?
His name is Angus, Daddy. He's my dog.
Well, so Emma's grown since I've been away. Well, how are you, Angus? Come on. Well, I'm really home at last. I can't believe I've ever been away. Look at it. Nothing's changed.
We have a game we play while you're away. But you haven't really left us at all.
You know, Margaret, there's better air to breathe in this room than anywhere else on earth. It's the truth.
I play the piano, Daddy. I take lessons.
Do you indeed?
Yes, I already play Mozart and Beethoven.
That's wonderful, Anne-Marie. Who's your teacher?
Miss Hoffman. She's a very clever pianist. Greta Stenborg wants Thomas to take her for a pupil. She has talent.
She'll be lucky if Thomas will take her.
Do you want to hear me play, Daddy? I've been waiting to play for you so long.
Oh, I'd love to hear you play. Right now. Margaret, if you knew the times I've thought of this moment. Back home with you.
Played some wrong notes.
You mean this? Those are known as dissonant chords, darling. You learn to play them in time.
I don't want to.
Well, tell me some piece you do like.
I will.
What is it?
Wait. You'll hear. This one I like best of all. We play it almost every evening when you're away. This is a brand new record. The other one wore out.
Hey. Show me.
Wait. Shh, Daddy. It's beginning. You made that music yourself, didn't you?
Yes, Daddy wrote that piece.
That's why I like it the best. I know this so well. Here comes the prettiest part. Hoffman. Daddy.
Oh, Miss Hoffman, we haven't met, have we? How do you do?
How do you do?
You've been teaching your pupil plenty of self-confidence. She's been correcting me. She tells me I play false notes.
Oh, Anne-Marie.
He did play something funny, Miss Hoffman. Some notes all nice together.
Oh, come along.
Do your lesson well. I'll be listening outside.
I will.
Now we must begin. Now. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch those fingers. 3, 4. 1, 2.
Eric, where are you going?
Oh, never mind.
I'm going to school and then to a football game.
Football? Isn't he stupid?
Oh, but he's a boy.
What's that to be so stuck up about?
Come, come.
Margaret, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what Thomas has done. I'm going to settle down.
When you're ready for that, you won't say it so desperately. With that determined look in your eye.
All right, then you're coming with me. Yes, that's it. We're going away together. And everything will be just as it was in the beginning. Do you remember the first time we went away like that? It was winter when we left here. We crossed the Alps. And suddenly it was spring. You said that the blossoming locust in Capri was what made everybody sing there. Do you remember?
It's as if you were telling me a fairy tale. Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Yes. Things are different now, Holger.
How?
We have a home.
Well, we'll run away. When we come back, we'll be all the more appreciative of it.
Children?
Well, they can get along without you for a while. Besides, it does children good to take care of themselves.
Take care of themselves. Anne-Marie's only 6.
Well, we'll take them with us. That's it. Why didn't I think of that before?
Eric could lose a year at school.
Oh, well, darling, of course, if you're going to make all kinds of difficulties...
Oh, no, please. Please, you know how I'd love to come with you. But, darling, you must realize that our home is my responsibility. Just as concerts and practice are yours.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
And that spring you spoke of. That sort of happiness could only come once in one's life.
Mommy? Mommy, I've just thought of something.
Anne-Marie.
Something important, Mommy.
What is it, sweet?
May I invite Miss Hoffman to my birthday party?
But Anne-Marie.
Tell Miss Hoffman she'll be very welcome to come to your party.
Thank you. Miss Hoffman, you're very welcome to come to my birthday party. We're going to have ice cream and cake.
Oh, but really, Mrs. Brandt, I didn't mean to...
Anne-Marie will be very disappointed if you don't come. And so will we. Won't we, darling?
Hmm? Yes, you must come, Miss Hoffman.
How many candles are there?
7.
No, 8.
There's one to grow on. Take a deep, deep breath now.
No, wait. Did you make a wish first? All right, then blow.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, right
He gets a wish.
You must cut the first piece, darling.
Don't what?
Help her, Charles.
Who's the engineer in the family? Who gets this?
Daddy. The first piece is for Daddy.
No, darling. Mother must have it.
It's your birthday. Keep it yourself, silly.
I'll cut the rest.
All right.
You know what? Not so long ago, your daddy and I went to a birthday party in China.
In China?
Mm-hmm. At the Mandarin's house. His name was Chu Ching Chang Chip Chop.
Did you have ice cream and cake?
Oh, no, indeed. We had swallows' nests, roasted silkworms, snake soup, and wicked eggs.
Ooh, you didn't eat that.
Oh, we had to take a double helping of everything, or the Mandarin would have murdered us.
Oh, well, Uncle Charles, nobody will murder you here.
Please, may I have your attention for a moment? I have a wonderful surprise for you tonight. You've all sat enraptured by the music of Rachmaninoff, of Paderewski. And now you're going to be thrilled by being present at the very first recital of someone I'm convinced is going to join that distinguished company. I trust you'll extend an appropriate welcome. Miss Brandt, will you do me the honor?
I will sign her up immediately. I can't wait to hear.
remember, darling?
How did I do, Mommy?
Daddy and I were very proud of you, darling.
I'm so glad.
You did very well.
Will you play for my party now, Miss Hoffman?
Oh, no. No.
Mommy, make Miss Hoffman play, too.
Would she play for us?
Oh, really, Mrs. Brandt? Oh, not now.
Well, why shouldn't you play? I want to show off my pupil.
Oh, do play for us. We'd all enjoy it.
Well, maybe they won't listen anyway.
Isn't that child astonishing, Charles? Frankly, I was amazed.
So was I.
Here, you little monkey, I want to talk to you. You know, it's fantastic. The child's become a pianist since I've been away. I'm sure that... What are you shushing me for?
Miss Hoffman.
Oh, Miss Hoffman next on the program? Well, we're having a regular concert, aren't we?
When Miss Hoffman finishes, Daddy, do we play again? But, Daddy, you promised.
Go on. Why'd you stop?
Bravo.
Thank you.
Were they wonderful, Mommy?
Yes, darling, they were.
Someday I'm going to accompany Daddy that way.
Of course you are, darling.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Why, it's Miss Hoffman. Charles, look who's here.
Hello, Miss Hoffman.
No.
Did you speak as soundly as I did?
Charles hates music, and poor fellow, he has to make his living out of people like us. How are you this evening?
Thank you very well. Isn't Mrs. Brandt with you?
No, we had social obligations. I'm a fugitive from a very dull dinner party. Well, what are we going to do? How about a glass of wine somewhere?
I was going home.
Yeah, so was I. Charles, how about you?
Oh, no, leave me out. After all that music, I'm ready for my bed. Good night, Miss Hoffman. Good night, Holger.
Good night.
Hi.
Well, we'll have a glass of wine without Charles. There must be a cafe about somewhere.
Oh, it's late for me.
Oh, it's never too late for a glass of wine.
I adore that part.
You did like that concert, didn't you? You know you have a look in your eye of someone who has made a feast of music.
I envied her so.
You'd like to do that, wouldn't you? Be up on that concert stage?
Oh, yes.
I'll tell you something. I'd rather it had been you up there playing.
Oh, you are not joking?
Of course I'm not joking. Good heavens, what a fool I am. Of course. Well, why don't you accompany me?
Accompany you?
Yes, on the tour. Take Thomas's place.
You are not serious.
I'm perfectly serious. Why didn't I think of it the first moment I heard you play? Well, what are you thinking about? What do you say?
Oh, no, I couldn't do it, even if you mean what you say.
But I do mean it. Why couldn't you?
Mr. Steinberg wouldn't forgive me if I give up my study.
Thomas knows perfectly well that I'm desperately in need of an accompanist. He'd be delighted to think that you're taking his place.
Don't you think it's best for me to stay and work as hard as I can for a scholarship?
Scholarship?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Ah, that's different. In that case, I think you should stay here and study.
That you would even consider me.
Oh, yes, I know. You're profoundly honored and all that, yes?
I am.
Yes.
Really.
I understand. You know, I'd forgotten all this. The look one sees on these people's faces. And yet it's scarcely any time at all since I sat in places like this, with just such boys and girls, remaking the world to suit ourselves, just as they're doing now.
I would like to have known you then.
Would you? Oh, you wouldn't have liked me then. I was poor and awkward, much too earnest, worked too hard. All in all, not a very fetching fellow.
Please, don't laugh at me if I tell you something.
Why should I laugh?
You see, ever since I first began to care about music, it seems strange.
What does?
I had only one idea. For years I saved every penny I could to be able to hear you whenever you played.
Did you? How nice of you to tell me that.
Yeah, nice of me. Think of my being able to tell it to you. That's what I can't get over. Here I am talking to you as if you were an old friend.
Well, I'm a friend anyway.
But only a little while ago I looked at you from such a distance, and now you don't know how fantastic it seems to me to be here.
Does it? No, don't drink any more of that stuff. No. Waiter, bring us some champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah, champagne's what we need. A couple of glasses of champagne and two strangers have a rich and happy past. You know, there comes a night each year when one senses that winter is suddenly over.
Yes, that spring has come. Oh, how I look forward to it through the dreary months.
Look, there goes the winter now, broken, rushing to the sea. Don't you feel when spring comes that the world is yours, just for the asking, that there's nothing that you couldn't be?
Tonight I would dare anything. Oh, perhaps it's only the champagne.
Do you know what you remind me of?
No, tell me.
A Viennese waltz, smiling but melancholy. A melody of the days when Vienna was a happy city.
How poetic you are.
At twilight in the spring, the music poured through the cafe doors. Melodies of carefree youth. It was there I saw you for the first time.
Phantom of a Viennese waltz.
No, I was wrong. It wasn't there at all that we first met. It was in Budapest, on a summer's night. They were playing the rustle of spring. Yes, that was you.
You are far away. What are you thinking of?
I'm listening to something. I don't know what.
Spring, perhaps. Spring.
Yes, perhaps.
Aren't you giving it too much importance?
What? What do you mean?
You were going at it as if it were the climax of a tremendous symphony. You'll frighten my neighbors.
Oh, I wasn't conscious of it. Mr. Stenborg, I'm thinking of going away.
Are you? For long?
I've been invited to visit relatives in Denmark. I can stay as long as I want.
Oh, I see. They won't divert you too much. You'll be able to study still.
If I like.
Well, don't talk as if that weren't important. You've applied for that scholarship in Paris.
Yes, of course. If I get it, I'll just go on straight to Paris. I'll try to study by myself. I shall miss your help. But
you're running away from it all. Well, perhaps it's best that way for both of you. I've been watching Holger suffer, too.
I thought I was going straight to my goal, thinking of nothing but my work. And now...
Will this be our last lesson?
If you'll excuse me, I think I ought to go and see Mrs. Brandt.
Certainly. Certainly do that. You're waiting for me to say something very wise and helpful at this point. Well, I'll say to you what I've always said to myself when things seem too difficult. Courage, my friend. Courage.
Good morning, Miss Hoffman.
Good morning, Emma.
You're very early today. I'll call Anne-Marie.
Oh, please don't. May I see Mrs. Brandt?
I think she's upstairs. I'll go and see.
Thank you.
Good morning, Miss Hoffman.
Good morning.
Emma said that you wanted to see me.
Yes, Mrs. Brandt.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. I wanted to tell you that I can't go on giving lessons to Anne-Marie.
Oh, why not?
I have been called to Denmark by relatives.
But your own studies. Your work with Mr. Stenborg, it seems such a shame not to continue with him.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Brandt. I'm not happy about it.
We were all very impressed the night you played for us here. With my husband.
I'm afraid I have no choice. sorry. Little Anne-Marie has come to mean so much to me.
Yes. And you mean a great deal to her. I'm afraid she'll be very upset.
Will you tell her for me, please?
Of course. I'll try to explain.
Goodbye, Mrs. Brandt.
Goodbye, Miss Hoffman. I'm sure you're doing what's right. I hope all goes well with you.
You are very kind.
Thought you were never coming. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. May I have a glass of wine?
There is something wrong. Tell me.
All along I've been hating this kind of thing. Always meeting you like this, in out-of-the-way places, little dark corners, sneaking about in fear of being seen.
It's not the way I'd like it to be either.
Oh, I'm ashamed. And I hate being ashamed.
Ashamed?
Look in the mirror. How do we look to you?
Don't be so dramatic.
You don't like it any more than I do. We look what we feel. Two guilty people.
Why? Because we're in love?
So I haven't any right to be happy the way I am happy. With you.
Anita, please, listen to me.
No, I can't. I'm fighting to be sensible.
Sensible? That's a strange word from those lips. Love isn't sensible.
There are some things I can't bring myself to say.
Yes, I know. I have a home, I have children, I'm a respected, responsible man. When I sit here and look at you, I only know one thing.
We must end it. We've got to stop seeing each other.
I see. We just say goodbye and never see each other again. It's very simple, isn't it?
We must. We can't go on lying to ourselves and to people who trust us. It's impossible, unbearable.
You're right. Goodbye, Anita.
Not sitting here like this.
Let's go. Let's walk.
Oh, no. Someone may see us.
Does it matter now? They won't see us together ever again.
There are so many people in the world.
Anita.
The days are long now. There used to be a shop near here. I always sort of look in. All kinds of funny lost things in the window. Oh, here it is.
What a strange collection of things. Anita, look. Look at that curious clock.
Holger, I'm going. I'm going now. Quickly, as if it didn't matter. Don't touch me. Or say anything. Don't turn around.
Why, that's 750. You've beaten me.
Did I? Don't feel bad about it, Mommy. Isn't it time for Daddy to come home? Mommy.
What?
Isn't it time for Daddy to come home?
Yes. Come on, let's play another game.
Yes. Let's keep on playing till Daddy comes home.
Well, isn't it somebody's bedtime?
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, my funny little monkey. Good evening, Margaret.
Good evening.
Daddy.
What is it? Why are we looking like a thunderstorm?
Daddy, Miss Hoffman.
Yes?
She's never going to give me piano lessons again.
What does she mean?
She came this morning and went right away.
I'll tell Daddy, darling, about how we have to find a new music teacher.
But why is Miss Hoffman going away?
Come along, darling. It's bedtime.
Just what did Miss Hoffman say?
Miss Hoffman has to go and visit relatives in Denmark. She came to tell me that. We've had difficulty all day. Say goodnight to Daddy, darling.
Yes, that's right. Good night.
Come along. Run along, darling. Emma's waiting for you. Is there anything you'd like, Holger? Coffee, brandy?
No, thank you, no.
Things going along well. With the tour, I mean. Is everything settled?
No, not yet, no.
You haven't found an accompanist?
No, it's not definite yet.
Holger, will you be away long this time?
I don't know. I can't say. Depends on how Charles has arranged the bookings.
I hope it won't be a long tour.
But I've been home longer than I usually stay.
For that very reason. The days are going to seem so much emptier.
Margaret, you know, you have your own busy life. You've mentioned it so often.
Yes, I know I have. Holger, do you think I'm getting old?
Oh, what an idea. What a thing to say. Of course, I suppose we're all of us a few months, days, weeks older than we have been.
Holger, I want to go with you this time. We will go back. We'll have some of those lovely, gay, irresponsible days. We'll be together in strange places as we used to be. I still want something of life. I don't want to be left behind. Does that sound very vain and frivolous coming from me? I see. You're answering me. You might just as well be saying it. I know what it is.
Oh, Margaret, I must talk to you.
No, it's nothing. Forget what I've said.
No, Margaret, we must talk.
Hello, Dad. Did you ask him for me, Mother?
No, I forgot. Eric wants to know whether he can go and see a picture this evening.
What? Yes, go ahead.
Thanks, Dad.
Margaret, I must talk to you.
Excuse me, Eric.
Anita.
But Holger,
Anita, you can't. You mustn't go.
how could you do this?
I couldn't face it. I couldn't face being without you.
But we promised each other.
Yes, I know we did. Is it as easy as that? Can you just get on a train and ride away from life?
Oh, please, Holger.
What you'd leave behind would haunt you. Haunt us both the rest of our days.
Oh, you are not being fair. It's no easier for me.
All aboard.
Goodbye, Holger.
At this very moment, my fate's being decided. A life with you or a life alone.
You are not alone. It's I am alone.
Oh, yes, now we're both alone. Anita, I've broken with my past, with everything. I have no home any longer.
All aboard.
Holger, you couldn't have.
What did you say to her?
She couldn't have borne the lies any more than we could. I know her. Besides, she knew the truth already. She told me first.
Oh, good you hurt her like that.
The train's leaving, miss.
Holger. What will happen now?
Le public ne cesse pas d'applaudir. Et maintenant, le concert de Monsieur Brandt est terminé.
The concert is over. Will you be good and go to sleep now?
No, leave it on. Just a minute. Perhaps he'll play another encore.
He's played 3.
He hasn't played Intermezzo yet. Intermezzo! Intermezzo! You see?
Still awake. You ought to have been asleep a long time ago.
It's Daddy, playing all the way from Caen.
Please, darling. Emma, make her go to sleep.
You were superb. Superb.
Thank you. Oh, well, and what did you think?
It's true.
Hmm?
You play better than I have ever heard you play.
And you played wonderfully yourself, wonderfully.
Do you really think so? Oh, I hope it's true that I helped you a little. I hope it's not only that.
Only what?
Oh, what am I? Your shadow. I don't exist without you.
You're not a shadow. How can you talk such nonsense?
But it's enough. Let me be with you like this. Always.
And will that be enough? Always?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the tour is over. Now we can rest a while.
It has been the greatest happiness I've ever known. And the greatest I'll ever know. Well, such happiness couldn't come more than once in one's life. I know it couldn't. Could it? Holger.
Oh, let's not speculate about happiness. We're here, and work's over for a while.
How lovely it is. So peaceful and unreal. Like a place in a dream.
Isn't it exquisite?
Oh, look, Holger.
Mon amour dure après la mort.
My love endures after death.
That was written for us, and for everyone on earth who will ever feel as we do now.
Monsieur has 2 violins and never plays even one.
Oh, yes, I play them, but just now I'm on a holiday.
I play the zither.
The zither? Oh, that's wonderful.
Is this your little girl?
Yes, that's my little girl.
What's her name?
Her name is Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie. How sweet. Mine is Marianne.
Oh, what a pretty name. Do you know today is my little girl's birthday?
Really? And you so far away? She'll be unhappy at that.
I hope not. I hope today that she'll forget that I am so far away.
I would not forget that.
Holger!
Hello. Where have you been? Off on your own?
Would you believe it? I couldn't find a single piano around it. Only an organ with 4 pipes missing.
Serves you right. You're not here to work.
Madame, a letter for you.
A letter for me?
Shall I make it descend?
Yes, make it descend.
Voila.
Holger! Holger! Holger!
What's all the excitement?
This!
What is it? If it's an invitation, you can just turn it down. I'm not going to let you out of my sight for one moment, young lady. Well, aren't you going to tell me?
No. No, I'm not. It's nothing to get excited about.
I want to know about that letter.
I'll tell you later.
Monsieur désire autre chose, s'il vous plaît?
Merci, non. Nous avons tout ce que nous voudrons.
Merci bien.
Oh, by the way, your letter. What was it about?
I don't want to make you jealous.
Jealous?
It was from Mr. Stenberg.
From Thomas? Mm-hmm. What did Thomas have to say?
It's only that I was awarded a scholarship.
Only? And you weren't even going to mention it? That's extraordinary.
But I don't want it now, Holger. No, I'm not taking it.
I see. And what did Thomas advise in the matter?
Oh, let's forget it. It's so pleasant out here. What's that fragrance? Mimosa?
Anita.
Yes.
What did you do with the letter?
This is how I feel about the letter. About anything that could come between us. What are you thinking of, Holger?
Oh, nothing, just, Well, I was thinking we should have brought Anne-Marie with us. She'd have loved this. What's the matter?
You said Anne-Marie.
Did I? I meant Marianne, of course. Oh, stupid of me. Well, Skipper, let's make for home.
Oh, no, I don't want to go home. Oh, not yet, please.
What's the matter, Anita?
I'm afraid. I don't know why, but I am afraid. I wish we could stay out here forever.
Oh, you're just imagining things. Here, come here. Sit down. Come here.
What a wonderful day this has been.
Yes, a day to remember always.
I can't bear to see it end.
We'll have others, darling. Millions of them.
Hold me close, Holger. Oh, hold me close. Oh, let's do something wonderful tomorrow again, Holger.
All right, darling. What shall it be?
I don't know. We might watch the sunrise on the mountains.
All right.
Oh, we can have a picnic.
Yes.
Well,
I'm game for that.
I'll go and buy things now. What would you like to have?
Well, now, let me think. I like some of that wonderful bread,
Yes.
a bottle of Provençal wine, some sardines, anything you like. Goodbye, darling.
Bye.
Bye. Holger. Thomas. Where do you come from?
I took the chance of finding you. Greta wanted a little holiday. I'm joining her down Tea.
Well, is this a surprise?
I traced you through Charles.
Oh, yes. Well, it's good to see you, Thomas. Come in. You'll be comfortable at this little inn, Thomas. Mind you, it's very simple.
Oh, it'll be very pleasant for overnight, I'm sure.
Overnight? You're not going to run away like that. We're planning a picnic on the mountain tomorrow. You're going to join us.
It's lovely, isn't it? You enjoying it here?
It's perfect. Cut off from the world, the kind of life I thought I'd never have. What news of my family, Thomas?
I have a message for you from Anne-Marie.
Nothing wrong?
Oh, no. She'd like you to bring her a camera when you come home.
Would she?
Yeah.
Camera, eh?
Oh, Holger.
Yes, Thomas.
I have some papers with me.
Papers?
Yes, divorce papers.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
I asked Margaret to let me bring them. I thought perhaps I might be able to persuade you to sign them without delay.
Yes, indeed. Well, put them down. Put them down, Thomas. I'll sign them later.
Well, why not sign them now, Holger, and get it over with?
Why this extraordinary rush?
Well, now, Holger, you really must try to think a little of Margaret.
Margaret? You don't mean to say that she wants to...
Marry again? Oh, no, not she. But I imagine she feels it'll be better for all of you, including the children, if she's legally separated from a man who... Well, I needn't say.
Thomas, I suppose you think I've behaved disgracefully.
It's easy to criticize, Holger. I don't pretend to account for someone else's feelings. Won't you sign these now?
Do you think it's as easy as that, Thomas? To cut out the best part of one's life? Tear up the last roots?
I thought you had done that long ago.
Monsieur Brandt,
Yes, my dear, what is it?
aren't we going to have our lesson today?
I'm coming right down.
Who is that?
Oh, it's a little girl who lives here. We play together every afternoon.
Oh, have you been giving lessons during your vacation?
No, she's teaching me.
I'm waiting for you.
You must excuse me, Thomas, but like all ladies, she hates to be kept waiting. She's 8 years old, and her name is Marianne. Excuse me.
But Mr. Steinberg.
Hello, Miss
Oh, but this is wonderful. When did you get here? Have you seen Holger?
Oh, yes. He just left me. How well you're looking. How are you, my dear? Happy?
Oh, but of course. I'm divinely happy.
This country is very beautiful.
Yes. Oh, you must come with us tomorrow and see the sunrise. Holger and I... Perhaps we'll bring Marianne. She's the little girl Holger has grown fond of.
I know I've been watching him with her.
He misses Anne-Marie.
Did you think that he wouldn't?
I've tried not to think of it at all. I've tried to pretend there was no past.
And no future? By the way, let me congratulate you on your scholarship. You must be very happy about it.
But I don't want it. It means nothing to me now.
Really? It meant everything to you once. Anita, my dear, you have great talent. It saddens me to think that it'll be wasted.
If I can only be with Holger. Nothing else matters.
And Holger, does he feel the same way?
He loves me. See, I know we can be happy.
I wonder if anyone has ever built happiness on the unhappiness of others.
What shall I do? Oh, what shall I do?
That's not for me to say. You must make your own decision. And whatever it may be, I know that it'll be the right decision.
Holger.
Anita. What is it? You don't look real in this light.
Monsieur Brandt?
Yes?
It is morning.
I'm ready. Go and call the others.
Yes. Mom said it is morning. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm coming.
Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Monsieur Brandt.
Is Miss Hoffman ready?
She'll be coming right away.
And where's the picnic basket?
It's downstairs. Everything's ready.
Come on.
Mr. Stenborg, you must help me. There is a train leaving in an hour.
My dear,
When you and Holger come back, I shall be gone.
have you really made up your mind?
Yes.
And you're not doing this just because of what I said?
Oh, no, no. We both know where Holger belongs. Well, say I have been an intermezzo in his life.
Thomas!
You gave me a good word once. Courage. Oh, I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying.
Anita! Come on, hurry up. The sun is rising.
Holger, I'm not coming.
Not coming? Why not?
Oh, I didn't sleep very well. I think I have a cold coming on.
Well, shall we postpone it?
Oh, no, you go without me. Marianne has been looking forward to it so much. And Mr. Stenborg will be here such a short time.
You're sure you'll be all right?
Oh, quite sure. Really, Holger. Go along.
Oh, it seems such a pity. Well, perhaps you're right. Au revoir.
Goodbye, Holger.
Goodbye. Don't you like my French?
Holger!
What's the matter?
I hope you have a good time.
See you soon.
Yes.
You can't mean you're going after her. That wouldn't be fair, and you know it.
Yes, you're right. I must let her go. What could I do but spoil her life? Just as I've spoiled the lives of all those dear to me.
I know you'll always think kindly of her.
Kindly? I think my feelings will go a little deeper than that, Thomas. As time goes on, I suppose the memory of her will grow vague in my mind, but always in my heart will remain the image of her loveliness.
And now you'll come back home with me, won't you?
Home? I have no home, Thomas. How can I go crawling back home just because I'm alone?
But Holger...
Have you got those papers you wanted me to sign?
There's no need for them now.
Give me those papers, Thomas.
Please.
Give them to me, and please, old friend, don't argue with me. Thanks.
Holger!
Thomas.
Oh, it's good to have you back at last.
Well, thank you. It's nice to see you again, old man.
Here. Where's your baggage check?
Here, I have.
I know. In the usual place.
Oh, yes.
Where do they go, sir?
Well, let's see. I think,
Well, to my place, of course. 124 Neville.
Thank you, Thomas. It's good of you, but I... just take them to the baggage room. I'll check them there.
Yes.
You see, I've decided to leave again tonight.
But,
I only came back just to bring this. You remember the camera? For Anne-Marie?
Yes.
Thomas, I wonder if you'd do me just one more favor.
Why, of course, Holger. Anything.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to drive out to the school alone. I'll see you later. Send the doctor to my house. I'm her father, Holger Brandt. Hurry.
Mr. Brandt!
Where's my wife? Where's Mrs. Brandt?
Emma, I shall be back.
It was an accident in the schoolhouse. The doctor's coming immediately.
Anne-Marie!
Isn't there anything we can do to help? Is there anything you'd like, Holger?
I think I'd just rather be left alone. Thanks.
He's here.
Eric, won't you come in? Eric, look at me. Eric, talk to me.
Why did you come back at all? We don't need you anymore.
Eric. Eric, listen to me, please. You know, when we're young, we expect the people we love to behave like gods. Most of all, I suppose, our fathers. And then, sadly, as we grow older, we realize we're none of us gods. We're all human. Tragically human. And that we all of us make mistakes right up to the end of our lives. You may understand this one day. And when you do, you may also understand what it is to forgive. Perhaps even your father. You see, Eric, even if you don't need me anymore, now it's I who need you.
Doctor.
Mr. Brandt. Mr. Brandt, your little girl will recover.
What? Say that again.
She'll be well again, after a long rest. And I'll be back at noon. Good morning.
Holger.
Welcome home. Holger. Welcome home.